Morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I hope you guys are excited for this opportunity to enjoy the life that you believe is available to you, first and foremost, by believing it is possible. Secondly, by understanding that you cannot consistently perform in a manner which is inconsistent with your self-image. So you've got to work on you and who you are. Zig Ziglar said it best. You cannot perform consistently in a manner which is inconsistent with your self-image. Your subconscious knows if you're doing stuff halfway, and your subconscious knows if you're just given your minimum daily requirement. Your subconscious knows if you're really pouring it on or if you are not. Therefore, if you're not getting what you believe is available to you, it may be that your subconscious mind is telling you you don't really deserve it because you're not really putting in the work. So, makes sense? So what is the point of my message today? It is another opportunity for me to change the way you think about things, because if you change your thinking, you change your world. Shakespeare so wisely put it in Hamlet, there is no good or bad, but thinking makes it so. The good old Tony Robbins, everybody say hi. Tony Robbins, Firewalker, says there's no meaning to any situation except the meaning we attach to it by the story we tell ourselves. For those of us that are people of faith, we have an opportunity to look through the lenses of the Bible to know what the good Lord says the meaning of that situation is through his perspective and his eyes, and those principles can either be working for us or against us. But here's the reality and a principle most people do not get or understand until it's too late, and it is this. For you to have ongoing, continuing success, ever-increasing, ongoing, continuing success, you must have ever-increasing, ongoing failure. Let me say that one more time. For you to have ongoing, continuing success, you must have ongoing, continuing failure. Well, what do you mean by that? Well, many people will work themselves into a place that they feel is a place of security because they have crossed all the T's, they have dotted all the I's, they have mitigated any potential risks or losses or mistakes, and then they stay safe in this little cocoon of familiarity and no longer grow. They no longer take risks. They no longer take chances. They no longer choose to see just what might happen if they go a little deeper into the rabbit hole because they choose to stay comfortable. Jim Rohn says something very scary. He says, how tall will a tree grow? Well, as tall as it can grow. How long will a vine grow? Well, as long as it can grow. Man is the only living organism that can choose to say, I'm done growing. I'm going to stop right here. That's enough for me. And what a sad reality that is when a man chooses to stop growing. For ongoing, consistent, and ever-increasing success, you must have ongoing, consistent, and ever-increasing failure. Because for you to have ongoing and consistent failure, wow, the clouds are unbelievable. Holy cow, it feels like they're right above me. I got distracted by the beauty of nature. For you to have ongoing, continual failure means that you are doing things outside of your comfort zone. You are doing things outside of what is familiar. You are doing things outside of what is safe. You are doing things outside of the norm. You are doing things outside of that familiar place of certainty. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a life of mediocre maintenance. And you were not created for mediocre maintenance. You were created for majestic and magnificent expression. You were designed by the good Lord to bear much fruit, to be fruitful. And do you want to know what failure looks like when it comes to plant life and botanical life? Let's just say I'm pulling up next to this bank with beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flowers over here. Do you know what wise gardeners do who want to have absolutely beautiful gardens? You know what they do? Typically once a year, they do something called pruning. Pruning, yo. Oh, baby. When your life is being pruned, it feels like ain't nothing working out the way you expected. Things don't look the way that you would hope. You ever seen a pruned plant? Oh man, it goes from gorgeous and flowering and blossoming to just looking bare. You don't even see any leaves on it. It just looks terrible for a season. For a season. Because for every one branch that you cut and prune, boop, 2 grow out in its place. So you bear more fruit by being pruned. If you find yourself shrinking back into the safety and security of familiarity, welcome to the level of success that you will enjoy for the rest of your life. It will not increase, it will not get higher, it will not be ongoing, because for you to have ever-increasing ongoing success, you must have ever-increasing ongoing failure, and that failure represents your continued attempts to push further and go higher. Now, let's address 2 things that Zig Ziglar addressed. First of all, failure is an event, it is not a person. You are never a failure. Failure is an event, it is not a person. You are never a failure. And failure is nothing more really than feedback. Failure tells you that didn't work. Now I can begin again with more wisdom. Now I can begin again with more insight. Now I can begin again with the knowledge that that's a way that did not work. Now I move forward with wisdom. So ladies and gentlemen, the only way for you to truly fail, and I mean truly fail, is for you to quit, for you to give up, for you to throw in the towel and say, I'm done. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, don't quit. Don't give up. Don't give in. Keep moving forward. And remember, failure is just feedback. Failure is an event. It's not a person. Failure is another discovery of a way that it did not work the way that you thought it would work, which now allows you to move forward with greater wisdom and insight and understanding, limiting now the greater number of choices that you have and narrowing it down to the choice that will actually work out. Failure is an event. It's not a person. You want to succeed at a higher level regularly? Be prepared to fail at a higher level regularly. Have a great day, guys.